The Judge Returns Episode 13 Review. Betrayal, Bloodshed, and the Fall of a Mastermind. In Episode 12, Judge Lee Han-young finally exposes major corruption at the Seonjin Happiness Foundation, leading to the arrest of former President Park and shifting the power balance in his favor. Kang's forces tighten control over Suojae and manipulate Assemblyman Woo as Han-young closes in on Jang to ensure conviction. The episode pushes the story towards justice for victims and brings Han-young one step closer to dismantling entrenched corruption. January 2nd, 2026, February 14th, 2026, Judge Lee Han-young, Pansa Lee Han-young, Ponsa Lee Han-young. This Korean drama consists of 14 episodes, with one episode released every Friday and Saturday at 21:50 KST. The episode opens with Han-young making a calculated move. Determined to bring Gwang-tae down once and for all, he approaches Sang-chul and persuades him to organize a public protest. Surprisingly, Sang-chul agrees without demanding a bribe, signaling that the tide may finally be turning against the corrupt power structure. At the same time, Shin-jin grows increasingly anxious about Soon-won's fragile condition. Convinced that Soon-won waking up could unravel everything, he coldly decides that eliminating him would be the safest option. Also read The Art of Sarah Review. A thrilling, melancholy watch headlined by the fantastic Shin Hae-sun. Fate, however, intervenes. Just as Soon-won's life hangs by a thread, he regains consciousness in hospital and narrowly escapes the danger closing in on him. When he later goes to confront Shin-jin, the situation spirals into tragedy. Jin-han moves towards Soon-won in what appears to be a protective gesture, only to be killed in the chaos. Shin-jin, ever manipulative, manages to steady the shaken Soon-won and assigns him a new task, tightening his grip rather than loosening it. Meanwhile, Na-yeon works quietly, but effectively, collecting incriminating evidence against Gwang-tae and preparing to release it publicly. Despite the growing storm, Gwang-tae secures bail and strides back into his office as though nothing has changed. The illusion of control does not last long. Soon-won is ordered to assassinate Gwang-tae, but the plan collapses when Gwang-tae draws his own gun and shoots Soon-won first. In the aftermath, Han-young arrives just in time to arrest Gwang-tae, exposing Shin-jin as the true mastermind orchestrating the bloodshed from behind the scenes. Tensions explode during a high-level meeting. Accusations fly and panic takes hold. In a moment of reckless fury, Shin-jin mistakenly kills Yo-hoon and another party member, deepening the scandal and sealing his moral collapse. When Han-young steps into the aftermath of this disaster, he finds Shin-jin fully aware that loyalty has shifted. Shin-jin offers Han-young one final opportunity to join him. Instead, Han-young condemns him as a ruthless murderer. The confrontation turns physical. Shin-jin lashes out violently, overpowering Han-young and leaving him unconscious. Han-young awakens in hospital to a media frenzy. News reports confirm Shin-jin as the prime suspect in the double murder, yet they also mention an unidentified accomplice. The implication is ominous. Si-hee arrives at his bedside, seemingly tender and remorseful. She kisses him and apologizes for how she behaved on their first date, offering a fragile moment of warmth. However, once she leaves, Han-young realizes the visit was not purely emotional. She came to retrieve his blood-stained bandage. A flashback reveals the truth. Si-hee's father has been manipulating her, pressuring her to frame Han-young so that Shin-jin can escape accountability and their law firm can survive the fallout. What seemed like affection now feels like calculated betrayal. Soon after, breaking news confirms Han-young himself is being investigated as a suspect. Shin-jin wastes no time. He calls Han-young and proposes a meeting, promising salvation if he cooperates. But Han-young has already made his decision. Rather than seeking protection, he is heading straight towards a final reckoning, prepared to end the corruption that has consumed them all, no matter the personal cost. The writing tightens the screws from the very first scene, as alliances crumble and long-brewing schemes finally erupt into violence. Shin-jin's desperation is no longer masked by calculated calm. Instead, we see a man spiraling, making reckless decisions that cost lives and expose just how fragile his empire truly is. The confrontation scenes feel especially charged, with every exchange carrying the weight of past manipulation and unspoken resentment.